Did I improve my art skills? This is the stuff today. I show you my study sketchbook from 2022 to 2025 with 50 pages. I will tell you something about my inspirations and my art process. By the way, I'm Kat Wild and I make creative stuff on YouTube to improve my art skills. This is my third study sketchbook for the same purpose. I always use the same type of pad. Yes, I already bought a new one, as you can see. Mostly, I'm using it for practicing objects that I will use in my art pieces or to try some new techniques. Sometimes I also draw ideas into it to try them out. Let's start with the first page. Just an apple and a pear from the beginning of 2022. I only wanted to start the sketchbook. For a first page, it isn't that bad. But then the next page. Ugly. The technique I tried out didn't work well. Let's forget that. Surprise, a couple of pages about Mucha. Yes, there are moments when I take a very long time to complete projects. In 2022, I already started to create a video with Mucha content. And because the video content was so bad, I never displayed it in public. In addition, viewing these older studies made me realize how much I've improved since my last project. But just wait, you'll see that later in the sketchbook. Now my jellyfish phase is starting. I know this is jellyfish in a galaxy, because also one of my first projects I made but never put into public because the filming was very bad was an umbrella I was coloring. Wait, I can show you the umbrella. Okay, it's very sticky. Didn't expect that. Finally. The art piece on the umbrella is a little bit damaged. I really enjoyed the process on the umbrella and I also liked the result, but I still had to learn how to make videos about my projects. Let's say, I'm still learning. Back to the sketchbook with my jellyfishes and one galaxy. For the jellyfishes I used color pencils. On the next both sides I designed a jellyfish mermaid. Being honest, I prefer the second idea. What do you think? I really love this page. I really like the idea of having a jellyfish with one eye. I showed this to one friend and he was, okay, that's creepy. But I like this page anyway. It's also drawn with colored pencils. Again, jellyfishes. Yes. In 2022, I was very obsessed with jellyfishes. They are very interesting creatures, believe me. Just jellyfish is the first study of 2023. I think the last jellyfish in this sketchbook. Oh no, sorry. I lied, there are more jellyfishes. So many jellyfishes, didn't expect that. Yeah, I was really obsessed. It's funny to see that now. Here I was practicing Pokemon animals. I never was into Pokemon. Is it here because I call them animals? I know all fans are cringing right now. I had the idea to draw a fantasy animal in the Pokemon style on the birthday gift for a friend. As you see on the next side, I used the wings of Smithbow for my invented column. But after I gave him the gift, I think he didn't realize that I was copying the style of Pokemon to make a fake Pokemon. Seems like I'm very interested in faking art. Well, let's say I'm a copycat. He was drawing an eye with 2 different pencil brands. On this page I was practicing leaves and on the next side butterflies. But I don't know why anymore. However. For some art pieces I was practicing on this side an anatomical heart with different perspective. Here I was trying out the background for an art piece. Once more I was copying a comic book style that I really loved. I had a great time reading it. Unfortunately I didn't write down the name and forgot it. I believe I wrote it down somewhere else. Since I just borrowed the comic, I sincerely hope so. On the next pages I tried to draw an explosion. Being honest, the first try of these was the best try in my opinion. The other both pages don't look and feel like an explosion. Most time it's different. The last one is the best one. Here I was practicing a goldfish and a monstera leaf with water-mixable color pencils for an art piece. This was the painting I painted for summing up my first year on YouTube. With this page we are arriving in 2024. I had a strong black and white phase with my ink pen. Here I was practicing eyes for an art piece, which I didn't draw until now because it's an art piece that's not meant to be for public, and I mostly put YouTube projects in the first position. Here I was practicing mocos also for the idea for the art piece that I didn't paint it until now. This idea is influenced by my experiences of my travel to New Zealand last year and my interests in the Maori culture. Farm leaves. I also had a phase last year where I was obsessed with fawn trees. I still would like to have one fawn tree at my home. I am a huge fan of these kind of trees. Here are sketches of arms. Something totally different, a bouquet. I wanted to draw it because I had it at home and it looked so beautiful, but somehow I really disliked the outcome of this drawing. Surprise! Again fawn trees. Here I was practicing from the real object because In the city where I'm living, I know a place where they are growing. These were 4 composition sketches for the art pieces where plants are growing out of the lips. It's the art piece you mostly see as my background, as right now. Of course, I also was practicing drawing lips for that. On this page I really had the first time the feeling that my art skills are improving. Do you see this open mouth? I really love the transition of the lighter foreground that becomes darker in the background. So you see slightly the tongue, but at the same time she's melting with the background. With this page I'm really happy. Here are my flower studies for the same art pieces. Here you see artichoke's flower. I was practicing for my surrealism art gouache series, where I was drawing broken hearts that are held up together with different kinds of flowers to symbolize that life always goes on. The question is only how and how your own perspective is changing on things. For that I also was practicing to draw a cactus. We are arriving in 2025. Here I was practicing the structures of wood for another art piece. And now you see, again, practicing Mucha art works. First I was scared to draw it again and had the feeling that this time these drawings were uglier than the first tries, but then I was looking back to the first one. And I was realizing, yes, I improved. That's really a thing I like on long-term sketchbooks. You see your skills more developing than in sketchbooks for a month. And here I was practicing to draw a helium heart balloon for my Valentine's Day piece. So as you see, drawing has a lot to do with practicing and not with being talented. But mostly it's that way. Practice, practice and practice. When you practice, you will improve anyway. Thank you for watching my sketchbook tour. Stay creative and see you!